The New York Police Department is down about 2,000 officers from what would be a fully trained NYPD. And obviously, as we've been reporting, crime continues to grow in the Big Apple. Nobody wants to be a cop in the Big Apple these days. Pay's low, and obviously they've had some issues with police there. You've got a prosecutor who often doesn't prosecute the crimes people are arrested for. Police officers are being attacked at a higher and higher rate. So how about someone or something that doesn't have a choice about being a police officer or not? And that is the snitchBOT, a 400-pound, nearly 6-foot-tall cone that drives around at 3 miles an hour. It has 12 microphones and an HD camera. It costs $12,000 for a 7-month rental and includes the software, and it never needs coffee breaks. The DigiDog can actually take the place of officers in hostage situations. It weighs 50 pounds, costs almost $400,000 apiece. Manny Gomez is here, former sergeant for the NYPD. Look, I get the DigiDog thing in going into hostage situations, but the snitchBOT, back when I lived in Washington a couple of years ago and they had them around the college campuses, the college kids would just push them into the fountains and laugh at them, and the bots would be like yelling at you from the fountains. This didn't work out very well.
I totally agree with you. At the end of the day, if you put, like they plan on putting these DigiDogs, what have you, in transit platforms as they are, ne'er-do-wells are basically going to kick them into oncoming trains and destroy them. And they're not cheap, as you pointed out. And the other thing, the R2D2 thing, is basically just something that takes a nice video of a crime that already occurred and does not really deter crime. So what we need are police officers that are going to react. The hostage negotiation thing, it's a nice idea, but as we know now, and we're living through over 140 active shooter incidents that happened throughout the country just this year alone, there are not really that many hostage negotiation issues. What we need are proactive police officers that are going to get there within minutes and neutralize an active shooter.
I'm trying to figure out what the pictures we were putting up there of some weapons. But I want to think about the snitchBOTs for a second. Like, okay, so before they're destroyed or pushed in front of subway cars or the like, they get video of crimes in process or people, you know, I guess pickpocketing or muggings on the subways or whatever. Does any of this matter if you've got Alvin Bragg as the prosecutor, who, as we know, unless you're Donald Trump, refuses to prosecute most crimes?
No, of course not. I mean, it's catch and release. That's the policy that's happening right now with Alvin Bragg and most other prosecutors throughout this city. And furthermore, we already have plenty of videos. After 9/11, we have the Ring of Steel, which is tens of thousands of cameras that are strategically located throughout the city. So this does not lend itself to adding more video to, it doesn't deter. It just is going to attract, like this story, attract people to destroy them. And it's going to cost taxpayers more money, and it's not going to deter anything. And even if it did, which it won't.
Let me just ask you this real quick. I think about the DigiDog, right, which is this thing that, you know, can go into hostage situations and the like. It's made by Boston Dynamics. They're the same guys who make the videos of the humanoids that are able to, you know, jump up and run around and lift boxes and on and on and on. Pretty soon, right, you're going to combine those two things, and suddenly the DigiDog's carrying a gun or a taser or a beanbag round or the like, and can do a lot more than just climb stairs. At what point do we cross that line?
Well, it seems like that's the master plan for some governmental agencies, but nothing will ever replace a live human being, a live trained police officer that could use their mind and their instincts and their humanity, to be quite honest with you.
Thanks for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to subscribe. Click the red button to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.